In this video, I'm going to be attempting to shoot and edit an entire photo manipulation using just the Samsung Galaxy A73 5G. Can I actually use this mid-range device to create whatever content I want? Okay, so outside of reviews on ProductNation, I also do a lot of VFX videos and Photoshop artwork. That's always shot on a DSLR and edited with a creator laptop with expensive software. Can I really do all of that with a mid-range phone and a couple of free applications? I guess we'll find out. First, the idea. I want to create a futuristic art piece where I have a hologram projecting from a little device in my hand. I want to also make the background match that sort of vibe. Next, the gear. Obviously, the Samsung Galaxy A73 5G, a tripod since I'm shooting this all by myself, and finally a mini LED light which I will use as the source of the hologram. That's it. I'm keeping it as simple as I can. Next, I'm going to position the phone on a tripod with a blank background behind me. This is kind of important. I put the mini LED light in my hand pointing upwards. This has to be a relatively dark scene, by the way, because we want that light to project from our hand. I'm going to switch to the front camera on the A73 5G, which is a 32 megapixel sensor capable of shooting really sharp shots even in low light. Then, thanks to Samsung, I use the palm shutter feature to take a picture without having to move at all since I'm on my own, and I don't even need to use a timer. Just palm shutter, picture. Nice. Once I've gotten the shot I want, it's time to edit. So let's switch over to the future voiceover Umar.
What's up guys, Editor Umar here. So my first step is going to be to find my background image, which is a stock photo I got on unsplash.com. Step number 2 is going to be taking a screenshot of our Instagram page. Then I'm going to open up the PicsArt application and load up the photo of the background first. So first things first, to make this look a little bit more realistic, we're going to click on effects and apply a blur to it since it's in the background and should be slightly out of focus. Then just adjust it to the right value and you're good. Then scroll over till you find add photo and locate the picture of yourself that you want to add in the foreground. So scale this up to match the right size. Before you click confirm, scroll over to see the different settings we can adjust. What we want to look at first is cutout. We want to cut ourselves out. In PicsArt, you just press on the person button and it does the selection for you. You can obviously go in and clean this up. And I was able to easily do that because of the massive size of the 6.7-inch display on here. Really nice and smooth. Got into all those corners to make sure everything was done correctly and then click OK. Next step is color matching to the background. So before you confirm again, scroll over till you find adjust and then do the different settings that you would need in order to make it harmonize with the background. So you're going to adjust exposure, temperature, hues, all that. Then I took the eraser tool and cut up the edges to make it match better as well. Once you're happy with the selection, click the little draw button at the bottom and click add photo. Here we're going to add the Instagram screenshot that we took earlier, and then you're going to click on the layers button up top, click the 3 dots, click transform, and then flip it because you're looking at it from the other side. Next, click the little arrow and change the blending mode to screen. You can kind of already see the effect kicking in here. Next, you're going to add a new empty layer, change the blending mode to lighten. Now we're going to create little beams of light. So choose the color to be a bluish tone because that's what we want for the hologram. Make sure the brush is very soft. And then going to turn on zoomability and scale it up, reduce the opacity a little bit, and then just start drawing different lines originating from your light source. You don't need to be super accurate, but you see that turning off and on, it really helps tie that in together. Next, we're going to create a bunch of different layers just like this. I added reflections in my glasses of the same thing, added a glow to that. Then, of course, we have the main hologram itself. We added the beams and overall added a big, large glow on top of the whole hologram. Once you're happy with the overall image, which I am, I'm going to click the 3 dots and click Save Image. After it's exported, open up Lens Distortions, another app we're going to use, and import the newly exported image that you just created. In Lens Distortions, you have different overlays and light hits and effects you can add on to make it look a little bit cooler. For this image, I'm going to go for the shimmer column to add a bit of depth to the image so I can get these out of focus elements in the foreground, and I'm going to adjust them to be around my frame. Once you're done, click export and save in max resolution. And you're pretty much done. You've created a dope looking hologram effect using just the Samsung Galaxy A73.
So there you have it. I actually didn't really expect to be able to create this with so much ease, but it's actually a lot smoother than I thought it would be. I have to say, having that large 6.7-inch display helped a lot with the editing process, especially when it came to masking and getting into those tiny details. Plus, the 120Hz just made this super smooth throughout. Also, the whole shooting plus editing process just dropped the battery from 100% to like 85%, which is quite impressive considering how many layers I created in PicsArt and then the exporting. Keep in mind, this was taken with just the front camera. But to answer the question I asked in this video, can you create, edit, and post content using just the Galaxy A series? The answer is yes. Yes, you can. Quite simply too. Now, if you guys want to see me shoot and edit an entire video maybe on a phone in the future, let us know down in the comments below. Really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, a like would be appreciated. Consider subscribing to the channel for more weird, random content like this, and I'll see you again in the next video. Until then,